Atlassian is going to revolutionize how all enterprise teams work. And in this video, we're going to talk about some new product announcements that Atlassian is working on and has most recently announced that I firmly believe is going to change the productivity, the effectivity, and just overall how teams interact in the workforce. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you drop a like, and let's jump into it. So at Team 24, Atlassian introduced Rovo, their AI-powered assistant that was supposed to change the way everything worked. But there was a small little $20 problem. Atlassian wanted you to pay an extra $20 per user per month for all the users in your organization to be able to use the power of Rovo. And it didn't really take off. It had a little bit of a slow start, but over 12 months, Atlassian had a lot of time to reflect. And this year, they came out swinging. At Team 25, Atlassian announced that Rovo would be included in all paid plans of Jira, Confluence, and Jira Service Management. And this move, my friends, is what I think is going to enable Atlassian to truly revolutionize the enterprise because they're not playing small stakes here. Atlassian is going to get you hooked. Atlassian is going to make you depending on Rovo to be so seamless, to be so easy that you're going to come to depend on Rovo for everything. Now, in case you don't know, Rovo is the next generation of artificial intelligence within the Atlassian ecosystem. And it's not just like a ChatGPT bot type of thing where you ask it simple questions and it returns back simple answers. No, no, no. Rovo is complex. Rovo is sophisticated. Rovo is revolutionary. And what Rovo is able to do, it has access to all of your team's data. It has access to not just the data, but the information. And I dare I say, even have access to some wisdom. And Rovo is interesting because it doesn't just go and search for things. It doesn't simply just react to, hey, when's this project due, right? It can do that. It will do that. But it's so much deeper than that. Rovo has the tentacles to go and look at not just your Atlassian tools, so not just Jira, not just Confluence, not just Jira Service Management, not just Loom, but it can integrate with over 50 connectors that Atlassian has been working over the last year to get working with Rovo. So things like your email, PowerPoints, Excel files, Slack, Teams, GitHub, all these tools are going to be interconnected and searchable by Rovo. So when you ask Rovo a question of why is my project behind schedule, it's not simply going to try to find a bug that's blocked in Jira, but rather it's going to go and figure out conversations, emails, dialogues, narratives, everything that's going on centered around that particular query that you have for it. And it's going to bring you back an insightful answer that is going to answer your question. And again, it's only possible because Rovo is, again, not surface, it's going deep. And I recently interviewed Atlassian CEO, and he told me that Rovo is getting to the point where it can go 4 layers of deep in their teamwork graph. And I suspect that over time, it's just going to go deeper and deeper and deeper, and it's going to get much more complex. Now, all of this is going to be possible because Atlassian currently has 300,000 customers using Jira and Confluence, but this is going to be augmented and scaled because Atlassian is also working on something called System of Work. And what System of Work is, it's a revolutionary thing, rather an evolutionary thing that is going to incentivize companies to not just have their technical teams in Jira. Because when we look at an enterprise as a whole, the technical aspect of our company is one part of it, but there's an entire business part as well. And Rovo is going to connect with all users. Atlassian has been diligently and hard at work on building something called the Teamwork Graph that basically builds a profile, a unique, customized profile for each employee in your company. And Rovo understands that individual. And so Rovo's search results aren't going to be based on large language models that are just available on the internet. No, Rovo is going to be based on your data for your specific information, for your specific knowledge, for your specific business nuances. So when you ask it important questions, theoretical questions about you and your business and your specific needs, Rovo is going to reply back based on your company. And this, my friends, is where I think Atlassian is going to set themselves apart from all the competitors. Because while a lot of other companies are building the AI of this and the AI of that, Atlassian is really creating this really big garden where you're going to be incentivized to be within the Atlassian ecosystem. And yeah, of course, it's going to play with all the other tools, but Rovo is going to be your center point. And the Atlassian Home app is going to be the place where you and all your employees go to figure out how can I be productive today. And it's going to be such a tailored and customized experience that, again, I don't see any other company. I don't see Microsoft. I don't see Google. I don't see Apple. I don't see any of these other companies doing anything at this caliber. And from an enterprise productivity perspective, I think this is a game changer. I predict that Atlassian is going to set themselves up for a major, major success, especially with their system of work model, where they're going to pull in everybody, not just your technical team, but the entire business, the entire enterprise is going to be using the Atlassian tools. Your teams are going to be interconnected via Slack and email and Outlook and Exchange and Excel and PowerPoint and GitHub and everything, right? All of it's going to be connected. And Jira is just going to be the hub where you go to be productive. And I think it's going to be an amazing opportunity that I'm very, very excited to see Atlassian making the right move by making Rovo totally free. And I think time's going to tell here. But I'm very excited about this. I predict that this is going to really change the way we function as an enterprise, because all of those inefficiencies and all those questions that we typically ask ourselves and we just have to go find answers for, because there's just so many nuances and so many variables in the workplace, so many roadblocks, so many problems, so many miscommunications. I think all that's going to go away in the future, and Atlassian's there to basically pioneer and lead the path forward on enterprise productivity. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think Rovo is going to be as revolutionary as I think it is? Let me know your thoughts, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure you drop a like on this video if you got value out of it, and don't forget to share it with everybody you know. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.